Hey, this is Candace with WeDharma.com. Gosh, today has been a really interesting day. What is that in the corner? Wow, that was weird. Today has been a really interesting day. Sorry, my other computer is still not working, so you're going to have to bear with me with this crazy dark computer monitor. Um, Amazing day. Had a photo shoot, this fantastic photographer. Then, to my surprise, a dear, dear old friend of mine came to New York for a little visit, and he was here. This is his last night, so we got to have a little chai tea together, actually, down the street, and talk about life and talk about future plans with travels and journeys and all things international, because he's from a very far off land. And we were talking tonight about discipline because it's a big piece of both of our lives. And what discipline really does, I mean, he could tell me just by not seeing me for a while, and I could tell him by not seeing him for a while that things have shifted within our own lives. And some of the things that he was mentioning to me about me actually make sense in the terms of discipline. And we were grossly talking about a shift from wanting to be something, knowing something, and then actually being. And I was saying to him that when you don't have to talk anymore and you affect someone, that's when you're there. But when you have to talk so much that you basically convince yourself, it means that it's something that you want, and it's somewhere you want to be, but you're not quite there yet. So be very careful of talking too much and saying too many things without really knowing with wisdom, but instead knowing with intelligence. Because we can read about stuff and we know it, but unless we experience it, we don't embody the lesson. And this is where discipline is being that and living that and being the integrity and the voice of an experience rather than a voice of what you understand can be experienced or one day wish you'd experience. Because the person I am now, it's completely different than the person I was even 6 months ago, because I have experienced an immersion of complete shift of lifestyle, of friends, of environment. I moved across the country. My whole life is about living presently and being in that space and doing that service every day of my life. Even when I'm doing a photo shoot, it's not about me. It's how can we create together? It's what can I serve to someone on set. I became really good friends with the makeup artist today. I mean, I can't say really good friends, but we got really close fast, and she was asking me all this advice about a certain area in her life. And I was like, see, it's not about the photo shoot. It's about how can I, my experience, my discipline, be of service to someone else, no matter where it is. Maybe it's on the train coming home. Maybe it's, I made friends with this cool guy next to me, and we were talking about his baby and what to feed them, and just all this stuff comes about. It's just sharing your daily discipline through being. People won't come up to you and ask you advice about something unless they are quite certain that there's something about you that they want to learn or you might know about. And you won't affect anyone unless you actually do know about that and you are that person and you are living in that space of experience. So my discipline is to live a clean life. I don't really allow negativity in. I don't speak in a negative way. I mean, we all mess up. It's human nature. But then not judging the mess up and then saying, oops, okay, I didn't fall way off the wagon, but I fell a little bit. So now I have to make up for that and be extra careful of what I do the next few days or whatever. And it's an important discipline of, for me, my yoga practice every day. If I'm not doing an asana practice, I'm doing a reading or I'm doing a prayer or whatever it is I do. For me, I have many different ways of meditation. I get it in there some way. Today I got it in there on my photo shoot. Doing some poses. And not only that, but non-judgment in our head and practicing non-jealousy and just remembering overall gratitude. Gratitude is a discipline. To have gratefulness for everything in your life, to remember the bigger picture, to remember that yesterday does not exist and tomorrow hasn't been created, but the discipline of living presence is also something that will serve others because they will see how you live and they want to feel how you feel in that space because it's such a beautiful space to be in the present when you're worry free, anxiety free, depression doesn't exist because nothing exists other than right now in the present. Which right now, am I sad? No. Am I anxious about something? No. Am I depressed? No. I choose to be grateful for the moment. So it sounds really simple, but when it's actually executed on a daily basis, it becomes a discipline of bliss over time, and you realize that things just don't bother you anymore, and you kind of have this bright, shiny disposition, and you're going to go through a lot of hard times, especially with shifts and especially with new disciplines. It's difficult, but to challenge the mind and the life and the body in this way and to realize the strength and the power that you really do have over your own thoughts and your own actions is a huge discipline. So start little and realize that day by day, the consistency of a discipline becomes the bigger discipline. So on that note, pick something little and go from there. And we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.